everybody, and welcome back to Crime in Sports.
Yay!
Oh, yay indeed, Jimmie. Yay indeed. My name is James Pietragallo. I'm here with my co-host.
I'm Jimmie Whisman.
Thank you so much for joining us today on another crazy edition of Crime in Sports. We have a sport that we've never covered before today, which is awesome. This is our 491st episode, and we've hit a sport we've never covered before. So
I do love
this is fun.
When you try to figure out how they make money at these things. Like
that's the fun part.
Yeah,
like the dark guy. Well, the dark guy, there was actual prize money.
Yeah.
This guy, I don't know how the hell he makes money, and then you figure out how he makes money, and it's doing illegal things, as we'll talk about. We will get to that, and we'll get to everything. First of all, though, head over to shutupandgivememurder.com.
Please do.
Get all your merchandise. Get all your tickets for live shows for Small Town Murder. The full slate is for sale for 2026. We start in Nashville, we end in Boston, and we're bunch of other places in between. There's also one Your Stupid Opinions live show on March 21st in Phoenix as well. So get all your tickets, get all your merchandise, shutupandgivememurder.com. Yes. Do that. Hope everybody is excited for this week. It's a Christmas week, so that's always fun.
Yeah.
Have 35 people coming to my house, of course. It's going to be a scene, man. I enjoy that though.
15,
I like it.
Something like that coming over here.
I love it. Christmas Eve is my favorite.
Of family anymore.
It's
Everybody's
good stuff.
dying.
Yeah, they're dying off, but we'll still gather somebody. Whoever's left, we'll gather them up.
Expect me to feed them.
Oh, God. Get yourself Patreon.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/CrimeInSports is where you get all the bonus material. Anybody $5 a month or above, you're going to get so much stuff, first of all. You're going to get, as soon as you subscribe, you're going to get hundreds of back bonus episodes you've never heard before of Crime in Sports and Small Town Murder. Then you get new ones every other week, one Crime in Sports, one Small Town Murder. This week is no different. You're going to get all that stuff. It's going to be so much fun. We can't wait. And in addition to that, you get all the shows we put out, Crime in Sports, Small Town Murder, and Your Stupid Opinions, all ad-free.
What?
As well. Ad-free, absolutely. Wow. So it's amazing. And you get a shout-out at the end of the show. Patreon.com/CrimeInSports. That said, let's get to it.
Here we go.
Let's find ourselves an asshole. And I think I found a good one this week here. This is Nathan Baggaley.
Baggaley?
Baggaley. Baggaley.
That is Baggaley.
Baggaley. Nathan. Now, Nathan is an Australian guy, and he is a canoeer.
Oh.
An Olympic canoeer.
Yeah?
He rows in a canoe in the Olympics. That's why we've never covered this before.
He's got a job.
So you'd go, why would this guy think he was hot shit and try to commit crimes? Well, what an asshole we have here, old Nathan he is. He's born December 6th, 1975.
Yeah.
And he was in the 2004 Olympic Games here in Athens and in men's canoe sprint.
Wow.
Is his category. He's also in several world championships that we'll talk about over the years there. So he's a hot shit rower. His dad is Noel Baggaley, and his mom is Sue. That's her name. Younger brother named Drew.
Yeah.
Drew. Sue and Drew. Yeah. So apparently he liked to surf and shit like that also. He's a big beach guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he likes hanging out at the beach and surfing. And Nathan and his brother Drew grew up in Byron Bay, which is like an Aussie beach town.
Sure.
It's like growing up in, Malibu or something.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know if it's that fancy, but beachy.
It's the nice area.
Yeah. Beachy is what we're getting at here. Apparently their family is a good family that he comes from, a happy family. The whole family's into water and sports and combining the two of them into water sports and all this type of shit. So he hangs out around this Byron area. Everybody says he's, just like tanned and on the beach all the time.
Yeah.
And sounds like an
idyllic
lifestyle he grew up with. Just doing great. They also were volunteer lifeguards as well for surfing.
Sure.
The family and shit like that. They grew up Catholic, went to church and shit like that too. Drew was regarded as a mentor for a lot of the young beach kids.
Yeah.
Nathan's brother here. But I guess later on, Drew kind of fell out of the scene when a lot of people said they remembered him out drinking heavily and frequenting all the bars, basically. So he stopped hanging out at the beach and got more into the booze. He hung out at night spots like, quote, cheeky monkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah, got to hang out at Cheeky Monkeys. Who wouldn't hang out there? That's such an Australian bar.
That's British for like flirty pussy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's flirty pussy or like
Cheeky monkey.
You fucking perverted weirdo, or but in a wink type of way. So each brother was pursuing their goals. Drew wanted to study and do well in school, then be part of the family's oyster farming business.
Oh.
Which, I mean, we both, Jimmie and myself, everyone listening, you don't know this, we both come from a long line of oyster farmers. This is a very personal episode for both of us. The oyster farming business is in our blood.
It's dirty work, but
it's dirty work.
Yeah.
Someone's got to get those oysters, man. Somebody does. And also, he wanted to play competitive rugby. Okay. So he's into rugby and oyster farming. Again, my two passions. My two passions.
He smells terrible.
Smells of oyster and fucking BO stink here. Fucking rugby crotch he's got. Nathan focused on kayaking.
Uh-huh.
He wanted to be an Olympic kayaker.
Okay.
Nathan made his international debut for Australia in 1997, initially competing in the K2, which is a type of kayak, I think. Yeah. February 16th, 1998, this is from the Sydney Morning Herald newspaper. One relatively new team, Nathan Baggaley and Julian Norton-Smith from the Australian Institute of Sport, easily won the K2 1000 yesterday.
Oh.
Nice. The pair have been paddling together for only 12 months, yet have already recorded a 7th World Championship placing. So they must be a good team. They got their rowing in sync.
7th place, yeah.
Their long-term aim is Sydney 2000, and if early form is any guide, would appear to be heading in just that direction. Baggaley, 22, is from Byron Bay, and Norton-Smith, 24, from Tasmania. Wow. But while their origins may be completely different, they have clicked as a team. Norton-Smith acknowledges that their similar techniques and abilities meant they have combined successfully very quickly. They finished second in the K2 500 on Saturday behind world champions Danny Collins and Andrew Trim. And Norton-Smith said, we'll be pushing them at the Nationals.
Yeah.
Watch out. March 17th, 1999, photo fails to split championships is the headline. Okay, this is under the headline of kayaking. After 25 minutes and a close study of the photo finish, judges were still unable to separate reigning champion Nathan Baggaley and 1992 K2 500-meter world champion Daniel Collins of Tasmania in the world's K1 1000 event at the World Championships in Sydney yesterday.
Okay.
So even a photo finish didn't work. It's still a tie.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a tie.
Tie with a photo.
That's crazy. Sweden's Marcus Oskarsson won the race, but Collins caught Baggaley on the line, and the pair were named joint Australian champions. So they're joint champions.
That's no fun.
Yeah, you think they'd do another lap.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's have a tiebreaker. What's up?
Load it back up.
Yeah. So, okay, the 2000 Summer Olympics. Okay, we have apparently, I got the results here. I don't really know how to read kayaking results. So we're going to go over this.
You float in what position?
I assume didn't drown as a category. Yeah. That's a column you have to fill in.
It didn't flip over.
Yeah, made it without drowning is number one. So this, I guess he's in the canoeing category here. Sure. In Heat 2 and Heat 3 was his unit. His time, he was ranked 4th in the one in the semifinals, where his time was 1 hour, 40 minutes, 0.884 seconds. And then the next one, it was 1 hour, 41 minutes, 8.54 seconds, or 0.854 seconds, but he was 3rd.
That's fast, right?
Faster than I could do it, probably. I don't know about fast.
How far are they going? 1,000?
500 meters?
500?
It's a sprint. So it's a short, you got to really get up to speed quick. You got to start digging in that.
In an hour, 500 meters? It's got to be 500 miles, right?
Maybe it's a minute 40.884.
Oh, there you go. That's probably what it is.
Maybe it's not an hour 40. It's a minute 40. I figure this is like a long row, like they're taking in the afternoon.
Yeah. How far are they going?
Raindrops keep falling on me, like fucking
nice
Butch
little
Cassidy.
casual row.
I don't know what's going on. So I don't know. And then it said here, what the fuck? I don't know what any of this means. 4H2R2/3. I don't know what that is. That's his rank.
I don't know.
I don't know what it means, but he was 2000 Summer Games in Sydney. There he is.
Yeah.
So September 29th, 2000. Headline in the Sydney Morning Herald: Bulgarian accused of positive drug test makes final as Baggaley misses out.
Oh.
Okay, controversial Bulgarian kayaker. First of all, that's
controversial.
I'm going to say that this is the only time in the history of the planet Earth that the words controversial Bulgarian kayaker have ever been put together, right?
Yeah.
I don't think there's any more of those. Pietragallo this morning progressed to Sunday's final of the men's K1 500 in the process knocked Australia's Nathan Baggaley out of medal contention. Murkov, at the center of a drugs controversy, won the second semifinal, while Baggaley, who was in second position early, faded over the last 100 meters to finish a close fourth by just 0.876 of a second to qualify for the final. So he just missed it.
Yeah.
Baggaley's failure to qualify started another dark day for the sport in Australia. Oh, a dark day.
That's a real...
Jesus. Do they take it seriously there? Are they like, our canoe team is everything? Kids have canoeing posters on the wall. It's like the dream team, except with oars. Yesterday, Australia failed to qualify in 4 races, prompting Canoeing Australia's high-performance coach, Noel Harrod, he's a real taskmaster, that Noel, don't mess with him, to say he would resign if Australia failed to win a medal.
Okay.
I will quit, goddammit. September 30th, 2000, this is a newspaper headline, loser trains in on hope of drug ejection. Loser trains on in hope of drug rejection. So he's hoping the other guy gets tossed and he gets to go in.
Because of drugs, yeah.
So despite the apparent ruin of his Olympic campaign, Australian kayaker Nathan Baggaley has continued training for tomorrow's K1 500 final. Hopeful the International Canoe Federation, who, by the way, watch out, they have authority over all of us, everybody. The International, they're... Never mind like NATO or the UN. It's the International Canoe Federation. They really call all the shots, really. Yeah. He's hoping they'll suspend Bulgarian alleged drug cheat Petar Murkov, who qualified third fastest. Baggaley missed qualifying. Baggaley's coach, Barry Kelly, said his student would continue to train in the hope that the ICF officials uncover laboratory results in Bulgaria that allegedly reveal Murkov and the K2 paddler Marian Dimitriov returned positive tests for a banned diuretic a fortnight before the games.
Oh, he's taking diuretics that you're not supposed to be taking.
They pissed too much 2 weeks before the games, and it's going to be gone. A third Bulgarian, Motko Tlakalov, was withdrawn from the games on September 15th due to what was cited as health concerns. Okay, so the coach said certainly appeals have been lodged to the ICF and IOC, so you have to assume there's a possibility that there could be an outcome and possibility that Nathan could make the final. He said, we thought we'd be on the safe side, so Nathan has continued to train.
Sure.
If there was any truth to the rumor, he would be very disappointed if it were to mean he misses a finals place. I would like to see an even playing field. If it proves that isn't the case, then those who have been stuck to the rules deserve to be in the finals. Nathan can produce his drug test record at any time.
Anytime.
It's totally clean. By the way, that's going to be hilarious later, that he can... No drugs anywhere near this guy.
He can
He's
produce a very
mess.
Clean drug test.
He has complied with all the rules. 2002 World Championships in Seville, the K1 500 meter, he wins a gold medal.
Hey!
Mr. World Champion, baby.
Best rower ever.
Look at that. Then in the 2003 World Championships in Gainesville, that's where the world all goes. That's where we want to show the world, Gainesville. Good. We'd like to show you a college town in Florida, everybody.
Right.
Come on in, international fucking people. He wins the gold in the K1 500 meter again.
Oh.
So that 500 meter K1, he's a badass.
Really?
He also competes in the K1 1000 meter.
Oh.
And he wins a bronze in that.
What is
So
it, 3,000 feet? That's over a half a mile, right?
that's a long way to
Yeah.
fucking row fast, I would
Yeah.
think. So September 13th or 15th, 2003, athletes aim to win their place in 2004 Olympics in Greece. So this is him trying to do this. He had a qualifying time of 1 minute 37 seconds, .541, and also qualified a kayak for the 2004 Olympic Games in Greece.
Great.
He said it takes a lot of perseverance. It's like one big learning curve. You only get one shot each year. If you make a mistake, you'll fix it.
Okay.
You got to fix it after
Eventually,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, eventually. He said he would try to meet another Olympic standard when he returns to Australia and attempts to represent his country in Greece. Additional competitions will be held by individual countries to determine who paddles their canoes and kayaks in the Olympics.
Sure.
He said, I've beat the best in the world. Now I have to go back and be the best in my country because he still has to compete to get the slot to compete for Australia. They're talking about a big rivalry with him and Andreas Dittmer. Oh, he's like Ivan Drago. We all know him. He's the bad guy of Germany who won the world championship gold medal in the 500-meter canoe competition. Dittmer said he won the Olympic gold medals in 96 and 2000. He said he did. Did he or didn't he? Or the newspaper.
Right.
That's how little canoeing matters to the basic public. They go,
Right.
He said he won gold medals in the Olympics. We didn't check it. I didn't think it was that important. Honestly, who gives a shit? But you could say right now, when you introduce yourself, I'm an Olympic gold medalist in canoeing, and people believe you.
What are they going to... I mean, you could
believe
certainly
you.
Google it now.
You can
Fuck in
Google
the
it, yeah.
70s, you could have said anything.
Yeah. But even now, they'd be like,
Yeah.
I mean, before they got a chance to Google you, if you just said that, they'd be like, okay.
Oh, wow.
You wouldn't go, you don't look like an Olympic canoeer. You go, okay, sure, why not? I guess. So Dittmer says, I hope to make it a triple. Hopes to go 3. So let's see here. In the men's kayak singles 500 meters,
Yeah.
Nathan in the semifinals, round 1, final round, semifinals, round 1. Okay. He comes in 4th, 3rd, and then 3 second-place finishes. It looks like.
Right.
I don't know. Then in the kayak singles 1,000 meters, here there's a 4th finish in the final round. Round 1, he's 2nd.
Yeah.
Semifinal round, he's 1st.
Oh.
And then 4th in the final round. Now, the men's kayak doubles, I guess stick another guy in the boat.
Yeah.
Looks like he was involved in that, and he won a silver medal.
Great.
Looks like the men's kayak doubles 500 meter and men's kayak singles 500 meter.
Mm-hmm.
So you get my man in a kayak, and he is now. Is a kayak and a canoe considered the same thing Olympic wise, or are those separate sports?
No, because canoes are it's a different boat altogether.
I thought so, definition wise.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I kind of want to see what an Olympic canoe looks like. It's
Here he's not doing any canoeing. You know what? It says kayak singles sport canoeing, so it's the same thing.
yeah, it's the same thing. Just looking
Canoeing
at
is the sport.
What
Kayak
the
is the
fuck?
Okay, so now we don't have to be confused.
Yeah, and they got doubles where they got
Yep.
they got quadruples. They got 4 of these motherfuckers in one of those
Yeah.
tiny things.
Yeah, then
Wow.
it's like crew at that point, right?
Yeah, that's a whole ass. You
It's a
got
whole team.
Who's the captain? Somebody's
Where's
got to
the-
be ship.
Where's the coxswain yelling at people?
Somebody's got to be registering this ship with the Coast Guard.
It's getting big. Jesus Christ. So 2005 here, World Championships. So in the
Okay.
Olympics, he's got a couple of silver medals.
Great.
That you can't beat that. That's great.
No,
Well, you
that's-
can with a gold, but outside
Yeah,
of that,
but
you can't
that's-
beat that.
It's second best.
just one.
Only one guy can beat him.
Only one. So in 2005 in the World Championships in Zagreb, from Gainesville to Zagreb, he wins the gold in the K1 500 meter and wins the bronze in the K1 1000 meter. So he seems to be better at a shorter sprint from what I see here. October 14th, 2005. This is after the World Championships. Here we go. Canoeing in the paper here. Yeah. Under that, it says Australian champion tests positive for steroids.
God damn it.
He's a canoeer. Just think about that. You don't think that guys in the NBA and NFL where hundreds of millions of dollars are literally at stake. Yeah. I mean, if you can be that good, you can get a deal that guarantees you hundreds of millions of dollars, at least in the NBA. In football, it's a little shadier with the guarantees, I mean.
Sure.
You know, and all that kind of shit. And you don't think a fucking Australian that does it if this guy will use steroids, you don't think those were. He does this shit for free.
Yeah.
You think that he's not going to...
The canoe they're doing too, James, I mean, if you're jacked, if you are ripped up, because they have like a leg up, they're sitting on a knee, they have a knee up, so they're like in... What position would that even be? On one knee? I mean, you're in the...
Almost like you're getting ready to sprint off in a race.
Yeah.
When they drop to that position where they're on that and then they pop up.
And then they got a fucking oar in their hand with this long-ass canoe.
It's wild. No, it is. It's wild.
If you're jacked and on steroids, you can get that boat moving.
Absolutely. I totally get it.
Sure.
And if you're jacked and on steroids, you can hit a ball 500 feet.
Yeah.
And you can fucking muscle somebody out of the way for a rebound. And,
Definitely.
you know, so why would you think that every single one of these guys aren't on something if this guy's on this shit?
Yeah.
Give me a break. So he's tested positive for steroids and has withdrawn from the Canoe Marathon World Championships in Perth coming up this weekend. Australian Canoeing said Thursday that Baggaley tested positive for the steroid stanozolol, and oh my god, methandienone, which are real steroids. I've heard of those.
Yeah.
I can't say them, but I heard them.
That's certainly a cycle. Yeah.
That's like some shit Jose Canseco would take or something. Like that's not like a diuretic, is what I'm saying. It's not
ball
that kind
and ball
of
at the end of it. That's
and own. That's during an out of competition test conducted by the Australian Sports Drug Agency for Surf Life Saving Australia. On September 13th, Baggaley, a 3-time world champion who won 2 silver medals in Athens last year, could face a possible 2-year ban.
Jesus.
So here he is. He is banned for you, sir. May fuck off. 15 months for using steroids.
Shit.
Luckily, unluckily for him, steroids are probably the safest drugs he's going to get caught with in his life, too.
Okay.
The Court of Arbitration in Lausanne, Switzerland, found Baggaley guilty after he tested positive for these tests. And the international committee has banned him for 15 months. Now, he's got an excuse, though, obviously. He can do it. Here's an article from March 13th, 2006. Last September, the International Flatwater Sprint Racing Community, which...
The what?
The International Flatwater Sprint Racing Community.
Yeah.
Not through waves and shit. Was shocked when Australian national champion Nathan Baggaley tested positive for banned steroids. He was suspended from competition for 15 months. The results of the test, which were conducted out of competition, took everyone by surprise.
Yeah.
Baggaley is one of the top men's sprint athletes in the world and a silver medalist for the 2004 Athens Olympics. He'd been tested for banned performance-enhancing substances many times, 50 at least, according to his estimate, always with negative results.
Okay.
Baggaley didn't deny that steroids were in his system, but he had an excuse.
Oh.
Okay. This is a...
What could possibly?
I had the steroids in my system.
I took steroids, but listen, it was prednisone. It's for my upper respiratory infection.
It's almost that would be, you could almost get away with that.
Yeah,
this is insane. We've heard a lot of steroids excuses from people. You know, I didn't know that they gave me a thing.
I didn't
GNC.
know. I didn't
GNC
know
gave me a bottle of pills, and the guy said it didn't have it in it, but it did, and whatever.
Right.
He said that a relative who was recovering from an injury had been given steroids medically.
Yeah.
And this particular gentleman had mixed the drugs into a pitcher of orange juice, just left it in the fridge. And Nathan unknowingly poured himself a glass of the orange juice and then, of course, turned into the Incredible Hulk after that.
So, you know what happened? I drank the bicep orange juice instead of
I meant to get the other kind.
instead of the Tropicana.
Holy shit, that is
wow.
Wild. He said, and this is what he wrote on his website for some reason. I am pleased to say that the judge found that I did not take any performance-enhancing drug deliberately.
I'm pleased.
I'm pleased. He said, I have learned a very tough lesson as an athlete, you must be aware of everything you consume, even in places you know and trust. Get the fuck out of here.
You're an athlete. You know what you're doing.
And the guy, he didn't put like a Post-it on it that said steroids in here, don't drink. It's orange juice. What if a child started drinking it? What are you talking about?
Mike's special stuff on it?
Yeah. Jesus Christ. You got to be kidding me. But he said that he wants to get well and be all good and ready to bounce back in time to qualify for the 2008 Olympics. And he said after 10 years of competition, I could seriously do with the rest.
Yeah.
He was acting like this is actually a positive thing, this whole thing.
Thank God
I got banned for steroids. Okay, so he is ready for 2008. He is on the right path. Yeah. He's rowing in the straightest line you've ever seen. The water is flat as can be still. February 7th, 2007, not good. Okay, he is arrested by Gold Coast police on Monday night. Police allegedly uncovered 762 ecstasy tablets.
762. That's
ecstasy
tablets. That's a lot of tabs.
That's hard. Yeah, 762 is a good amount.
Yeah, I mean, a bottle of Advil usually comes in 30 to 60. That's 10 bottles.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of bottles.
It's a good amount. A quantity of unknown white powder as well. Gee, wonder what that is. Cannabis and more than $1,000 in cash, all in a car occupied by Nathan here. And the what is this, NSW? New South Wales.
Yeah.
Surf ski representative Kane Thomas Battersea. Or Batiste, I don't know. Several other athletes who share a house at Mermaid Waters with Baggaley were questioned by police late on Monday night, but have not been charged. The house occupants did not include Baggaley's former girlfriend, the world record-breaking swimmer, Sophie Eddington, who ended their 2-year relationship a week ago.
Oh, he was dating her.
He was dating her. She dumped him, and then he gets arrested for a bunch of drugs.
He's having a bad month.
Has a bad month. Baggaley currently serving a 2-year sports sanction imposed by the ICF, the International Canoe Federation.
Yeah.
He appeared in Southport Magistrates Court charged with 5 drug offenses, all of which carry maximum 25-year jail terms.
5 of them.
5 of them. But I mean, that's probably with, a bunch of priors. Batiste, 19, has been charged with 6 offenses. So the other guy has been charged with 6. The charges include possessing dangerous drugs, supplying dangerous drugs, and receiving or possessing property from trafficking or supplying outside Queensland.
Right.
Batiste has been charged with possessing a car for commission of a crime. So literally driving a car that had drugs in it.
Yeah.
That's a crime. That's a separate crime, which is very stupid.
Yeah.
The men are confined in their homes between 7 p.m. and 5 a.m., so they're on house arrest.
Yeah.
They're due to appear in court again in April and have not entered a plea. Police allege that Baggaley and Batiste drove to Byron Bay on Monday to collect a quantity of tablets. Police say they intercepted the car at Mermaid Waters and searched it at 10:50 p.m., and that's what they found. Now, apparently, his rowing partner, Clint Robinson, said the first emotion I had was extreme sadness for Nathan himself because I've never known Nathan to be like that. He was just always one of those blokes who was damn hard to beat if I got on the water against him or with him, and a real hard trainer, and it was just a very big shock to me. So if he is convicted, he will be banned for life from competing at any level under the World Anti-Doping Agency Drugs Code.
He just got started.
I don't know how long you go in kayaking, but that one guy had 3 Olympic cycles he was doing. The International Canoe Federation imposed the 2-year ban as well. That's due to expire in October of 2007. This overrides the 15-month ban imposed by that, though. So, yeah. July 3rd, 2007, you think he's going to really...
Yeah, Get it
lay
together.
low.
Yeah.
Lay low. Just be on the water.
Yeah.
That'll calm you down. You know what I mean? No, instead he gets arrested again for something else now.
Oh.
Charged with stealing a surf ski.
What is a surf ski?
Is that like a water ski? A jet ski?
Maybe that's what that is.
Yeah.
Maybe it's one that you can
craft.
surf.
It's a craft.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
He's accused of stealing the craft from the Byron Bay Surf Club on Monday night. The place he's been his whole life.
Yeah. He's stealing a canoe.
That all the kids are looking up to because he's the guy doing. He's stealing a fucking jet ski.
No, it's a surf ski. It's like a fucking canoe. It's
okay.
Something you can go out there and practice in. But he stole a boat. Yeah.
Jesus. Police say witnesses saw a man leaving the area with a lifesaver ski strapped to the roof of his car. So he stole a lifeguard canoe he stole to his car.
Put it on his car. He didn't go out and take it out in the water and steal it. He put it on the car and drove
This is
away
mine
with it.
now. If you took it out in the water, you'd be like, well, he'll be back eventually to the shore and see if he puts it back. But he was driving away with it. That's mine
amazing.
now.
Yeah.
Wow. He was arrested 2 hours later. He is granted conditional bail.
Okay.
So he's having problems. That's July. So we went from, he's arrested, what was it? February 7th, 2007 is the drugs.
Yeah.
July 3rd is the stealing. Then November 22nd, 2007, he is arrested again.
What now?
What the fuck are you doing?
He's really doing it all wrong.
What are you doing, man?
Life's falling apart now.
But like you do this when you're like famous and you just broke up with like some pop star and she's fucking a rapper now and posting pictures of it and you
got life-changing money that none of this matters.
And you've been in a sport that gives you brain damage. You're like Antonio Brown and you've got some passes, but you've taken some hits.
Yeah.
This guy's a goddamn rower. What kind of balls is on this guy to think he can fucking act like this?
Speaking of, Antonio Brown's got to be in so much trouble now, right? Is he still in jail?
He's in a lot of trouble.
That's not good, right?
He is, according to the police, he's in a lot of trouble. I don't know. He's going to end up in a lot of trouble, but wow, is he having a lot of problems.
Attempted murder's not good.
We did that one bonus episode where we did all the updates, and he was still like in the Middle East hiding out, wasn't he? Like in Dubai hiding out.
They arrested him.
Yes, I know. They arrested him
home.
now. He was like hanging out in a hotel room or something.
Yeah, and this is, I'd still rather be Antonio Brown than this man.
Yes. Yeah. At least there's highlights of him doing crazy things. This guy's like, no one's ever bothered to take a picture of me doing anything I did because it's rowing, in a canoe.
Right. At least there's a reason. That shot from Vontez Burfict, at least there you can look at that highlight and be like, well, there's probably a problem there.
There's at least one arrest with that. It's going to come from that.
There's at least a series of poor decisions mixed up in that chain reaction.
This guy,
how do you
don't get that from him.
There's no damage here.
No, there's none. So that is wild. He's arrested again. He's facing new charges. He got arrested with his brother. Now, him and his that's nice. When when your kids are working together, that feels good. Doesn't it feel good if you just see your kids, they could be doing anything. They could be one washes a dish and the other dries it, and you're like, warms your heart to see them working together. These two had a bigger operation going on. They were manufacturing and trafficking ecstasy, apparently.
Oh, he's making it now.
Making it, pressing the pills. That's where the money is. You can't just buy them from someone. You
Yeah,
make them yourself.
Yeah.
You get a bunch of shit from China and mix it up and press them yourself. Now you got some dough.
What even is in that you can make it into a substance?
A bunch of speed, I know, number one, probably. Yeah. That's probably a lot of it. The new charges come a month after he was told he can never return to competition due to another drug. They finally said, you're banned. Now, he's arrested in northern New South Wales along with his younger brother Drew after an investigation into the manufacturing and trafficking of MDMA.
Oh, boy.
Which is what he's doing. The police said they seized 28,500 ecstasy tablets.
Holy shit.
Wow. That's a lot.
28,000?
28,500. I can't even picture. I can't even picture how many that is. Like,
that's a pile.
This desk in front of us right now. It's a big podcast desk. It's enough. I think the whole table full of
Do you have
more
a bottle of
stacked
Advil
high.
over there?
Yeah, it's right
Do you?
here.
How many are in that? How many are in that?
It's one of the 90 bottles.
90.
Big 90s.
Do you want to put them back together?
Well,
Empty that shit out and let's see how many that is.
How about just how many bottles is that?
Yeah, look at that. That
100 would be 9,000.
Yeah,
100 bottles.
It's 2,800 of that bottle.
So you need. Wow, that's a lot of pills. So yeah,
that's a lot.
Wow,
That's
a shitload of pills.
That's a pallet of Advil.
And a kilogram of powder during a 4-month
kilo.
investigation. Yeah. Wow. The
kilo's a lot too. That's a big.
That's 2.2 pounds. That's a shitload.
Big brick. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Powder is a lot.
Powder that you're going to put into pills.
Heavy.
That's a lot. They were arrested in raids on 10 homes and factories. So this wasn't an accident.
They knew. Yeah.
This is a big operation that they did. Police said that they confiscated the drugs, and these drugs were bound for the popular Gold Coast tourist area in Queensland.
Yeah.
The squad commander of the police people said, "We will allege these seizures will have a significant impact on the availability of illicit drugs, particularly in this region of New South Wales and on Queensland's Gold Coast." For about a day and a half.
Yeah.
But someone else will press the pills then and make them because it's a business.
It's a vacuum, right? When one leaves, another gets sucked in there. It happens every time.
It's the same thing.
It's drugs, man.
Have we not figured this out yet?
They sell themselves.
Thing. Yeah. Remember when everyone was so happy? Hey, Pablo Escobar got caught. Blah blah blah. Another guy. A minute later, did the exact same thing.
Snaps right in. There's a void in the market.
His roots, everything. Yeah. Someone will do it when there's millions of dollars at stake.
Amazon was an illegal operation.
There'd be another Amazon tomorrow.
There'll be another one tomorrow.
Yep. So one of these companies would step up. So in July, he was committed to stand trial for the 762 tablets found the first time when he was driving. He's got the steroids thing over his head. He's a mess. He's a mess.
Involved in drugs.
He likes his drugs, apparently, especially selling his ecstasy, which is, I think, how he's making money.
Sounds like it, yeah.
I shouldn't have been stealing canoes then. What the fuck are you doing?
Well, yeah, you probably should have been able to buy one if you got 28,000 ecstasy tabs.
Fuck yeah. People buy cars all the time from selling drugs. You can't get a goddamn canoe? What are we talking about? So, February 25th, 2009, he is going to plead guilty to manufacturing and supplying drugs. Mm-hmm. Here we go.
Manufacture. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So they were arrested at an apartment block in Byron Bay. And Drew was arrested at a nearby oyster lease. So he was still working the family oyster farm. Oh, my God. That's wild.
You got to keep your day job if you're doing shit like that.
Yeah, I have to.
It looks that way,
and you can't buy a Porsche and you can't buy a big house. So why are you doing it even at that point? Yeah.
You got to hang on to the cash.
So Nathan pleads guilty to manufacturing 1,509 tablets. That's a very specific number of the drug MDMA and 2 counts of supplying a prohibited drug. Drew pleaded guilty to manufacturing 13,500 tablets. From my math, we are still missing
a lot.
Good 13,000 and change of
Where did
tablets.
Those go?
Maybe they charged someone else with that and 1 count of supply. Mm-hmm. So other matters listed for mention against Drew include goods in custody and being in possession of $62,000, which police say was the proceeds of the crime. That will be taken into account at his sentencing. So both of them plead guilty. Yeah. Nathan faces up to 20 years in prison after this guilty plea. Not good at all.
And if you're going 20, it's like 20 a pill generally. Sometimes, I mean, it depends on how many you're buying. Sometimes you can drop down the price just by bulk. But even at 20 a pill, 28,000 20s is, that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of goddamn money. That's what I mean. And I don't know what it took them to manufacture those, but I guarantee you that wasn't like a year's supply. That was going to go pretty fast.
$800,000?
What are we talking? 20 times?
25. What's $20 a pill? 25,000 of them?
Yeah, 20 times 20 is 400.
That's $100,000.
400,000 for the 20. Yeah, so add that onto it. And
Jesus.
It's an amount. June 3rd, 2009, here we go. He is going to be sentenced here. Yeah. And like I said, this is after the plea. They get him up there. The court was told that He and his brother have already spent more than 18 months in prison following their arrest. So that's something you should think about. Take that into account here. And Nathan's lawyer said it's been a hard come down from being a world champion, a revered person in his hometown, internationally and nationally, to someone who has been completely vilified.
Yeah.
That's right. His brother Drew is sentenced to a minimum of 8 years in prison for manufacture and supply of ecstasy. And Nathan is sentenced to, you, sir, may fuck off, at least 5 years in prison.
Okay. Minimum.
So he will be, and he's already served 18 months. Okay. So Nathan will be eligible for parole November 20th, 2012.
All right.
So there he goes. He is going to...
convicted drug manufacturer.
Yes. Ooh. And the shit part is, if you're a boxer, you can still work out in prison. If you're like a basketball player, you can still play ball. Try canoeing in prison. There's not a lot of that going
rivers.
Not a lot of water sports going. I would assume, especially if he's that fast, he'd just keep going. What are you going to do? It's a fucking river. Set up a roadblock at the ocean? I don't know what else you do.
Level. Best of luck, bitches.
You ain't catching me. You better have a motor.
You better have a speedboat.
Yeah. So June 5th, 2009, this is from the Daily Telegraph, the rise and fall of Baggaley. Yeah. Here we go. In letters to the Lismore District Court Judge James Black, Nathan, 33, portrayed his life as being exemplary before his, quote, short period of stupidity. He said, you caught me the first time I tried.
Yeah.
He revealed his pain, anger, and how gutted he was when, after representing Australia for 10 years as an elite athlete, he was suspended from his sport in 2006 on what he called a drug, quote, technicality. You got caught with steroids in your system. It's not a technicality. No one's buying your orange juice horse shit.
Orange juice. It's a technicality.
Wow. Technicality. Yeah. He said, I trained 4 times a day, 6 days a week. This took a lot of commitment and sacrifice, but I enjoyed the challenge. It wasn't until I was suspended that I found myself in trouble. I lost my livelihood, my friends, my structured life, and worst of all, the respect of my peers. So you figured you'd just go all in and make tens of thousands of ecstasy tablets? No one likes me anyway. Fuck it. I'll show them.
Yeah.
He said, I struggled to accept the punishment for an offense I didn't commit. I also struggled as I was cut off from what I had truly loved, and I had put so much time and my life into my sport. He said he was cut off from any support from the Australian Institute of Sport. Mm-hmm. He said, quote, I felt cheated. As only 3 years before, I had received the AIS's most prestigious award, Athlete of the Year. Imagine your country... Imagine the United States Institute of Sport, Athlete of the Year, a guy in a canoe. Imagine that. That's how funny Australia is as a country. Sorry, Australia. I actually love Australia. It's cool as fuck, but
that's not.
Your sports are hilarious. They really are.
A guy in a boat by himself with an oar.
He's the best guy. There he is.
A guy in a broken boat is your best athlete.
Yeah, your best athlete. With veins full of steroids and a cargo hull full of ecstasy tablets.
In America, a guy in a boat has a helmet.
Ecstasy tablets. It's so hard.
A guy in a boat has a helmet in America because that boat does 200 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's a fast boat. Oh, man. So that's amazing. They celebrated my success, yet when I found myself in trouble, I was ignored and left to fend for myself. Yeah, you became an embarrassment at that point.
Yeah.
He said, I sacrificed gaining a trade or a profession in order to pursue my sporting dreams and representing my country. Okay, that's not like he's acting like that's like some like honorable.
Yeah,
I sacrificed everything. You didn't go to war. You didn't drop out of Harvard to enlist because Pearl Harbor just got bombed.
Right.
That would be something where you say you didn't. You opted out of the family oyster farming business so you could row.
To make rape pills.
Row and make rape pills. So that's interesting. He said he had no work opportunities and fell into a deep depression, and he would party excessively and pretend to be happy. He said he frequently and regularly used ecstasy to, quote, forget about my problems.
Really?
That's what he said. It was all just to forget his problems. He wanted to party those 2 years away.
He's trying to say this is personal use.
Personal use. I made 28,000 of them.
I really want to forget.
Oh no, it gets better. He's full of more shit here.
All right.
I'd have given this guy the maximum for how full of shit he is. This is crazy. Things looked brighter as his suspension ending neared. Nathan developed a kayak making business and trained hard for future competitions and hopefully the Beijing Olympics.
Right.
When Drew was unable to pay back Nathan's loan, meant to help him with his oyster leases, Nathan, who wanted his money to compete overseas twice, helped supply ecstasy to 2 of Drew's clients.
Right.
Okay, so Drew couldn't pay back a loan, so Nathan said, I'll help you pay back the loan. Just sell some drugs. And that's an excuse.
Yeah.
So you got your brother into dealing drugs to pay back a loan.
Yeah, but you don't understand. These predatory loans are such high interest.
Yeah. But this is like the fucking plot of Friday. This isn't You're both not scrambling to get money to pay back Big Worm. He owes you money. If Smokey owed Craig money,
yeah,
I think he'd have let him go for the day. I don't think they would have had to do all that shit they did. He would have been like, just get me like by the end of the weekend. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Uncle Elroy won the lottery and he overspent. So we're gonna have to
hard.
We're gonna have to sell some weed.
So fucking stupid, man.
Oh boy.
He said also, this is a great one from Nathan. I did not receive any money from them. The only reward I would get was that Drew would get back on his feet and I would get the money back.
28,000 pills.
28,000 pills. In his letter to the judge, Drew revealed the awful impact on his life after he came close to death when glassed in a savage attack outside a Gold Coast surf club.
He got blasted by a beer mug?
Yeah, he got, Jesus Christ.
Good Lord.
There's way more to these two than they're acting
100%, yeah.
Way more. Outside the surf club. Not a bar,
right.
The surf club. Which probably means somebody owed someone money for something. And he became angry when his attacker received a light jail sentence. That's what he said. So that's obviously when drugs came in.
Yeah.
Now, there also been the devastation of the Baggaley's oyster farming business. His family suffered financial hardship following a 1998 chlorine spill into the Brunswick River that destroyed their oyster leases. I hate when that happens. The amount of times that an oyster spill has derailed this or a chlorine spill has derailed this podcast, I can't even tell you.
That feels like sabotage to his oysters, right? Somebody did that on purpose?
Who knows? Or maybe someone with a boat.
Yeah.
Who knows? Might have sunk or who the hell. I don't know. There's a chlorine boat. That seems like a better way to send chlorine than by boat, right?
It seems like that's a bad way to do it. Feels dangerous.
I would think so. You don't want to get that in the water.
Environmentalists will have a field day with that.
Yeah. They say he abandoned his tertiary studies to help support his family financially. Then as a result of the stabbing, suffered from ongoing post-traumatic stress disorder. Yeah. He became addicted to gambling and became involved with the criminal drug world. You were addicted to gambling. That's why somebody hit you in the face with a fucking glass outside of a place. Because you owed them money, probably. Allegedly. That's just, if I had to take a guess, I don't know.
It seems like you certainly probably almost guaranteed had an issue with this guy.
If you're involved in gambling and drugs, eventually someone's going to kick the shit out of you. It's just the way it is.
You're gonna have a conflict.
Unless you're rich.
There's going to be a conflict.
Unless you're rich.
Sure. Yeah, right.
Unless you're wealthy beyond everything.
And then you can have other people do the problems for you. Right.
That's it. Drew wrote, I was led deeper into the drug scene by a number of older, persuasive people.
No.
These are adults in their... I think Drew is like 30 years old, by the way.
Yeah, but I respect my elders, and I do what they tell me to do.
That's the way I was raised. I was raised this way, okay? It's a tribute to my parents how many drugs I sold. It's just
called
a tribute
honor.
to them.
Have some.
Come on, Jesus Christ. Look at our family crest. See that? It's got that stands for honor, and that's just a pile of pills. Never mind that. This stands for rowing and oysters. He said, I believe they used me to generate themselves money. A gross misjudgment on my behalf. I never had dreams to become filthy rich, and I never lived the high life. Drew's parents described him as the most sensitive of their 3 sons, with a strong community spirit, who had worked with Byron's indigenous youth and had an ability to connect with people from all backgrounds. They since had realized what dire effects the attack on Drew had on his mental well-being. So they're trying to say he was all messed up from being attacked for God knows what.
Unknown reasons, really.
Yeah, feel bad for me because I put myself into the underworld and now I'm going to prison, so I should get less prison time for that.
I'm paying extra consequences for shit that has nothing to do with me.
No shit. So Nathan here is serving a 9-year sentence, which he's got to serve at least 5 on until he gets parole. So this is amazing. He's in jail. He's serving his time at the Cessnock Correctional Center, and he's arrested in prison.
Oh.
And charged with possession of a prescribed restricted substance, steroids. He had steroids in prison.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
But they accidentally put it in my Red Dead.
It was all, yeah, that's all. It was in his juice box, but he had it.
They put it in my orange juice box.
Oh, my God. Put it in my fucking Yoo-hoo box here. It's understood that he's been moved to the Silverwater Metropolitan Remand and Reception Center and will appear in court July 21st. Wow. They said that the 2007 arrest on the ecstasy charge was featured just this week on the 9 network program Australian Drug Lords.
Oh, wow.
So he's appeared on a program called Australian Drug Lords. That's not good.
Incredible.
Sounds like he's doing a little more than trying to get his money back on one run of pills. Yeah. That's ridiculous. You don't manufacture pills once.
And then have to become a drug lord to make up all the laws.
Yeah. You don't like get all the equipment and all the stuff and make one run and go, phew, got my money back. Okay, throw all that shit in a dumpster and move on. Yeah. No one does that.
I broke even. We're good now.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. So he, it's claimed that, that Baggaley and his brother were convicted on the ecstasy charges. They said that the 15,000 tablets that they were both convicted on had a street value of $2.5 million.
Whoa.
I don't know how much drugs are in Australia. It's an
Evidently
island, so
they're 100 a pill.
They're going to be a lot more in Australia than they are in Phoenix. You know what I mean?
Yeah, good
point. By far.
Yeah,
and I grew up in New York, too. Pretty cheap drugs, same thing. So
2.5 million?
$2.5 million.
Wow.
Now, here we go. He's continually maintained that the first steroids bust was through orange juice, which is awesome. But he said here that I've been cut off from what I truly loved. I've been left with no profession. So somehow he's gotten busted in jail. I don't know how the hell he did that. Crazy. So November 20th, 2011, he's released from jail, which is before they said he could even get out of jail. He couldn't get paroled until November 2012.
Right.
But they said that he's being released, and that's that. He got picked up by his father.
Yeah.
Now, November 3rd, 2013, he has got to go back to court. There's a reason for that, because a couple days before that, he's arrested again by the Australian Federal Police this time.
Oh, those are drug guys, right?
Yep. Him, a 52-year-old Coffs Harbour man, was arrested along with Baggaley at Tweed Heads in northern New South Wales. A third man, a 32-year-old, was also arrested. It's alleged the men are involved in a syndicate producing and manufacturing amphetamine drugs.
Oh, he's got meth now?
Meth he's making now.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing?
There's a very small market for steroids. There's a little bit larger market for ecstasy.
Huge,
the meth market is astronomical.
Yeah, well, I would assume it's huge, the meth market. That you get return customers very much so.
Right, yeah.
But for the ecstasy market in a tourist area or somewhere like that, like I bet if you sell ecstasy in Vegas, you probably make a shitload of money. Yeah. You probably make a ton of money.
Yeah, crazy.
I think the Gold Coast is what they were doing, when people were hanging out.
But meth is nuts. All bets are off.
That's you could be. Get a corner, get yourself a tower like at The Wire and just set up shop and same people every day.
Yeah.
So, he is arrested. He pleads not guilty to all 6 charges. They said that the police, the AFP, which is the Australian Federal Police operation, this year began to look into the importation of drugs into Australia. Police alleged the syndicate had recently established 2 clandestine drug labs, one at Tweed's Head and another at Currumbin Waters. That doesn't sound like a serious place. Currumbin? Currumbin. That's all I can think, too.
Yeah.
Police said they had to move quickly to dismantle the labs because of community safety concerns with labs both located in residential areas. So they got in a suburb somewhere, a nice house that doesn't draw attention. The charges are for the importation of a commercial amount of drugs.
Oh, boy. What's commercial?
A commercial amount. Like, you're going to set up a Walmart and fill it with this. That's a lot of drugs.
He had a Costco amount.
Yeah. That is not a pocket full. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's like a ship full. Holy shit. A commercial amount of drugs, manufacture and supply of a prohibited drug. The maximum penalty for these offenses is
life.
Life in prison.
Yeah.
They said Baggaley looked fit and healthy and was composed during his court hearing, glancing at his family but not showing any emotion. Yeah. His mother and father are present, as well as his pregnant girlfriend, who was visibly shaken. Yeah. You dipshit. Get a fucking job, dummy. Jesus Christ. Bail was not applied for, but was formally refused, and Baggaley will remain behind bars, so he can't even get out on bail.
Yeah.
His lawyer said that his client would defend all the charges and that his client is holding up well and he's doing great. So he's going to remain behind bars here for a while. He's got to appear again to do pre-trial shit or figure out whether there's going to be a trial. So February 25th, 2015, this is fun. Good headline, by the way. Clever wording. Breaking bad news for Olympian Nathan Baggaley. So Breaking Bad News is real news thing, but it's also Breaking Bad news. Yeah, also Breaking Bad news for He pleads guilty to making meth. Mm-hmm. Wow, they must really people. He just pleads over there.
Really?
He pled guilty. I guess it's hard if you're in a place and they bust in and you're standing next to mountain piles of fucking powders. It's hard to say you didn't do it at that point.
Yeah. What are you gonna say?
You're with it. Yeah.
Right.
You have the
You're
stuff.
holding it. Yeah.
It's difficult. It's not even like a murder's even if there's no DNA. It's all circumstantial. This isn't circumstantial. If you were standing next to the corpse with a gun in your hand,
you're in trouble.
You're in trouble. That's it. So you better plead. Or plead. So he had to face 9 charges on the manufacture, import, and supply of large amounts of drugs, but having admitted at a court in Sydney to conspiracy to manufacture and manufacturing a marketable quantity of meth, other charges were withdrawn. So he pled to 2 and they dropped some. Yeah. He was he's really having problems here. His brother Drew, that was last time. No, that was this time. Okay, he's arrested. His brother Drew also pleaded guilty to aiding and abetting the conspiracy to manufacture drugs.
Oh, boy.
So he's got to appear in court, too. November 20th, 2015, Nathan says he's extremely embarrassed over his involvement in the drug manufacturing syndicate.
Oh?
He's embarrassed, yeah. He says he's remorseful and extremely embarrassed about this. He, he said it's not me. You know what I mean? I would never. At his sentencing hearing, the district court heard that he had been targeted by other inmates in jail, too.
Oh.
Now he's being targeted. In one incident here, he had been hospitalized and given stitches after he was punched and rendered unconscious there. Baggaley said during sentencing, "I've had my dramas in jail."
That's some dramas?
That's the problem. It's not like... when Mike Tyson went to jail, nobody fucked with Mike Tyson in jail. Nobody. What are you going to do? You can't make a weapon big enough to be able to take him down.
No.
What are you going to stab him? He's still going to beat you to death.
That's a problem, yeah.
While he's bleeding to death, he'll beat you to death, period. So, or a big, a big offensive lineman or something goes to jail. He'll probably kick the shit out of you.
Also, if you get
Jason Williams, he's 7 feet tall.
If you get hit in the face by him, there's going to be problems under the skin.
Major problems.
Right.
Yeah.
You may take the punch. You may eat it very well.
But,
it's not going to be okay.
We get ugly afterwards.
Yeah.
He said, I'm obviously a profile person due to my sporting background, and yeah, it does attract a lot of attention. It is possible it could happen again. He said the crimes were an act of desperation.
Oh?
Desperation. He said, my role in the operation, I was just a mere gopher.
Go for what?
Low level, man.
Yeah.
Coffee, sandwiches, whatever they needed, man. Just low level.
Yeah.
And said his crimes were an act of desperation and a last resort. He said, quote, I am extremely embarrassed, to be honest. Yes. And Drew also said he apologized to the court for his actions and said he felt ashamed and regretful. And, they said that the lawyer here, I believe this is his lawyer, told the court that at the time the syndicate started making thousands of tablets of 2CB.
What is 2CB?
I don't know. The drug had been legal. Oh, I think it was like probably one of these like a Vivarin, like a no-dose.
Synthetic? Okay.
That type of thing. And then they outlawed it and said it's meth. And they were still making it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's probably trucker speed or something.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Drew said, in regards to 2CB, I had the stupid belief that if a drug was legal, it must be safe. That is, in fact, not the case. And they said that the brothers were involved in making drugs this time to raise money for Drew for reasons which were not revealed in court.
Drew, get a fucking job, man.
What is your... why is it always... Drew has a gambling problem.
Yeah, that's what it sounds
We
like.
found out before.
Yeah.
So those don't go away, by the way.
No.
They do not.
You can claim bankruptcy. They're coming back.
Ooh, they're coming back. You
Claiming
think a
bankruptcy
heroin
is-
habit is hard to break? Try gambling.
Right.
Especially now.
Right. Now that
You
it's
can't-
so
yeah.
easy.
You can't get heroin on your phone.
No.
Like you can't like put your phone up to your arm and it goes in there and gets you high. Whereas you can literally grab your phone and feel better if you're fucking a gambling addict.
Yeah.
That is not good at all.
2CB is bad shit, James. It is a
what is that?
psychoactive
You got
drug. It's a synthetic psychoactive. So it's a psychedelic, hallucination, and stimulant. So it's meth that makes you freak out.
And it was probably marketed as like legal ecstasy.
Yeah.
Because we had a lot of that shit flying around the U.S. for a while too. That
Tunis,
legal
Venus,
ecstasy
Nexus,
shit.
Bromo, Spectrum. Yeah, it's oh my God, it's mixed
Quote
with
unquote legal.
yeah, it's a pink
With
cocaine thing.
Pseudoephedrine in it and shit like that, I'm sure, to make it, give you
And then
enough.
they often use it for ketamine and MDMA.
There you go. That's where we're going.
That's his
Not
stuff.
good.
He just loves powders. Stop with the fucking powders. God damn it.
Stop gambling. Stop
Yeah.
with the powders.
He's
What
doing
is
the
wrong
two
with
worst things you can do as a human being that's self-destructive.
Pick up a fucking Foster's and relax, bro. What are you doing?
Have a drink.
Wrestle a croc. I don't give a shit. Do
Stop
something.
with the
This is
powders
terrible.
and gambling. This is going to ruin your lives.
Yeah, take a picture with a kangaroo. Do Australian shit. What are you doing? This is
Chew on
ridiculous.
some eucalyptus.
Yeah, you're ruining everything. Now, their parents, Noel and Susan, also took the stand briefly and described how they would support their sons and their rehabilitation upon release from prison.
Yeah.
Upon release, the boys would live with their parents and work for the family's oyster farm, the court heard. Sue Baggaley said, I'm a very proactive woman, and these boys just don't know what they're in for. Okay. That's like a parent who gets you out of trouble at school, like, oh, he's in way more trouble at home than he is here. So, you can go, don't have to suspend him for a month because I'm really going to lay down the law. They tried that in court.
When we get home. Yeah.
These boys don't know what they're in for. They're in their 30s. What are you going to do?
Your Honor, we're going to force them to work oyster farms pay free.
They are grounded, number one. Number
First
one,
things
grounded.
first, no internet.
No PlayStation. I will not allow it at all. They can eat that shit.
They're going to shuck oysters.
Wow. That's incredible. So they sat side by side again at the court dock, these fucking idiots. So they have to come back for sentencing. Mm-hmm. They pled there. Now, March 18th, 2021, some time goes by. Not quite sure what happened with this sentencing on the last one. Since it's Australia, we get some gaps and some stuff that we can't find because we're not there and we can't have access to some shit. But, okay, so he was sentenced there. Now, March 18th, 2021. He's in a lot of trouble again.
Yeah.
He's in fuckload trouble. Oh, yeah. He is in court pleading to something because they have been charged with attempting to import a commercial quantity of a border-controlled drug, cocaine this time.
He is really going. There's nobody that's gone up the ladder like these boys have.
No, they're into drug making. They plead not guilty to attempting to import up to $200 million worth of cocaine into Australia.
Who were they going to get that from?
Well, that's probably over time.
Yeah.
It's that. So they are arrested. This is bad shit.
Yeah.
They're arrested. They're going to plead not guilty, but this is real bad. The prosecutor told the jury that Drew Baggaley and another man allegedly set off from Brunswick Heads in a small boat at 10 p.m. on July 30th, 2018. On the morning of July 31st, 2018, this is a quote, more than 360 kilometers offshore, a foreign ship sat waiting. The jury hears how it's alleged that the boats met in the middle of the empty ocean and a crew from the larger vessel quickly moved to throw black parcels containing more than 650 kilos of coke onto the smaller boat.
Wow.
That can't be too much of a smaller boat because that right there.
That'll sink it.
That's 2.2 pounds. So 650 times fucking 2 is goddamn 1,300.
That's
Jesus
a lot.
Christ.
Yeah.
It's a fucking lot of weight.
Yeah.
The prosecutor told the jury that each parcel contained up to $300,000 in cocaine, and the entire haul was worth up to $200 million.
That's unbelievable.
Which means if that's true, if any of this is true, they had to be in a bigger syndicate working for other people. Where the fuck are they going to get this?
That means that somebody somewhere is missing a fuckload of cocaine, and they are not happy about it.
Not happy. But this gets factored into the cost of doing business.
Yeah. They lose
You're going to lose some batches. Yeah. Now, they said that unbeknownst to the people on the boats, a surveillance plane hovered ahead the whole time.
Okay.
Watching them.
Wow.
As the small boat with the two Australian men headed back to shore, the court heard Royal Australian Navy vessel ADV Cape Fourcroy began its chase. So now they have a naval ship after them.
Wow.
The court heard the skipper allegedly began arguing with Drew Baggaley, who urged him not to stop. The boat, he's saying, fuck that, go.
Keep
and the
going.
guy's like, no. He said he was instructing him to keep going, get back, get away. The court then heard that Drew allegedly began throwing parcels into the water as the Navy ship grew closer. They won't find these. Oh, my God.
Boy.
The court heard that the Navy allegedly retrieved nearly 600 kilograms of cocaine from the water. More parcels continued to wash up along the East Coast in the months that followed. That's awesome.
Imagine that.
You're looking for seashells, and you're going to come home. I found something better than seashells. So much better. So much better. Oh, my God, there's so much better than seashells. Check this out. So much better. Oh, my God, you got to come to the beach. It's the best. Always go to the beach. Go to the beach. We're going to the beach tomorrow, too.
We can use the seashells to chop it up. Look.
Look, I can put it in my hand, put it right up to my nose. Look at that. It's like a little spoon. Perfect. Seashells are good. Seashells. Okay, go to the beach tomorrow. We go to the beach tomorrow. We'll find more. I love seashells. They're great. So that's amazing. From Port Kembla in New South Wales as far north as Yeppoon in central Queensland. That is awesome.
That seems like a long way.
The court heard Drew Baggaley and the skipper on the boat were arrested and charged by Queensland Water Police that afternoon. Mm-hmm. They were told that the Olympian Nathan Baggaley was allegedly involved in setting up the exchange and waiting for the men to return. At one point, sending a text, quote, "How's things?"
You moving that coke fine?
Yeah, and then he said, "How's things? I'm on standby. Let me know what's G ... The text allegedly read. The prosecution alleged that Nathan had purchased the boat for more than $100,000, along with navigation equipment and a satellite phone.
Wow.
Dude, they're setting up a giant drug empire that Nathan has. He's out of his fucking mind. The court heard that his fingerprints were also allegedly discovered on the underside of the black tape used to hide the boat's registration number.
Oh, my God.
In an address to the jury, Drew's lawyer cast doubt on the boat skipper's claims implicating him, Drew's involvement in the attempted drug smuggling, and said, "You'll have to decide what, if any of it, you trust at all," the defense attorney said. Nathan's lawyer described much of the evidence as circumstantial.
At best.
I mean, a man fleeing from the Navy while throwing fucking kilos of cocaine off a boat is very circumstantial, everybody. Come on. Particularly referencing the fingerprints being found underneath the tape on the boat, allegedly. He said it may well be that he's touched the tape at some time in the past. To cover the registration? Why, unless he's doing something illegal?
That? Yeah.
That is crazy. So he's awaiting trial here, in jail. Him and his brother are in deep
so much trouble.
Shit.
Yeah.
But you know what the problem is, though? At this point, they're used to living more of a high lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like, they live you buy $100,000 boats, you're kind of living in style. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, they're used to a certain level of comfort that they're just not getting in this jail.
Yeah.
Instead, they're getting beat up and they're, getting fed kangaroo cakes or whatever the hell they eat over there. I don't know. So, they're having a hard time. They need to spruce this joint up a bit.
Yeah.
There's only one man who can help him. It's a long flight, but he's willing to do it for this particular case. It's Dexter Manley.
Hey.
Interior designer from New York City. And he says... How is it you've come to arrive here? Seriously. Oh, my God. Like, I bet you just, especially, this is the funny part. You, Drew, little Drew there, little Drewski, DRU. Look at you, like little Drew Hill. Look at you. You, my friend. See, this is stupid because you were fleeing in a boat.
Running away.
Am I right? Running away from the Navy, right? First of all, and if it was me, I would have said, listen here, Navy guys, you take me over. But anyway.
You take it.
You take it. You just take it. But you were going, and your brother's like the fastest rower in the world.
Yeah.
Isn't that ironic? And you,
it's amazing.
You just couldn't get away fast enough. You couldn't row your little self fast enough to get away from these people. But Nathan, you're pathetic. Yeah. I'm sorry. You, sir, you're white trash. You are. I'm sorry. Trash. You're white oyster trash, and that's all there is to it. You're like searching for pearls in a shell, and it's just pathetic. You just get in your little boat and you just row away, mister, because I am not dealing with any. And this cell is gross. It's you too.
Yeah.
Stop shitting in the same place, okay? Because I will not decorate this at all for any of you guys. Vince McMahon, he wouldn't even take the trip over. He said, I'm not interested. I'm not. They're on steroids, yes. He was like, that's interesting, of course. I love a guy on steroids. But no, thank you. So I have to go now. And poof, in a cloud of boas and feathers and all sorts of shit, he's gone. And the boys are very confused. They think, how much ecstasy did we take? Holy fuck, this is crazy. So anyway, March 24th, 2021, Drew, a witness tells the court that Drew hired him to drive the boat in an alleged attempt at drug smuggling. He said he helped three-time world champion kayaker and his brother try to smuggle all this cocaine into Australia. Yeah. And this is Anthony Draper. He gives evidence, and he said that, explaining his role here, he said, I guess it's alleged that Nathan had bought the boat along with navigation equipment and a satellite phone and prepared his brother for its use, including concealing the registration. The prosecution also alleges that they drove it to the Brunswick Heads boat ramp and planned to be there when Drew and Mr. Draper returned with the drugs, and he would be responsible for storing them, meaning Nathan would.
Yeah.
The prosecution told the jury that Draper and Drew boarded the boat, traveled the 360 kilometers to meet the foreign ship, and obviously they were, seen, and there was a chase and everything else. Mr. Draper told the court that he had been recruited by Drew to, quote, drive a boat to pick up Smoko, S-M-O-K-O. I don't know Australian drug slang.
Smoko, yeah.
Days before they headed out to sea. He said that Drew said, come up and drive a boat for me and I'll pay you some money. Well, that's about how it goes. He said he thought smoko meant marijuana.
Oh.
He thought that's what he was picking up. Not, the fucking a Mexican province worth of cocaine. Not that much. So he said that Drew asked him to use encrypted messaging software and promised him to pay him $10,000 for helping.
Oh.
So that's a good day's work.
Certainly.
He said that Drew paid for his flight from Sydney to Coolangatta. He said, I had no money at the time. If you're broke and someone offers you $10,000 for a day's work, You fucking do it.
Yeah.
Once on the water, he said that the pair discussed where they were going and what they were picking up. He just said, we're going to pick up some pot, some smoko. Mr. Draper then told the court that once he reached the, quote, big red boat, the people on board were South American or Latin speaking.
Oh.
He said some of them had guns, some were yelling out. They threw over some black packages and we put them on our boat. He said he became concerned about the quantity and weight of the packages and yelled back to the crew, too much smoko.
Too much smoko.
Too much smoko. It's the greatest.
No more smoko.
Too much smoke. In an Australian accent, that's great. Too much smoko, mate.
Too much.
Too much. Too much smoko. I have to write that down because that is going to be the title of this episode. Too much smoko is amazing. Holy shit. Too much smoko. He said they were yelling out, it's not pot.
Uh-huh.
And he said they were saying, no, it's cacao. Cacao?
Yeah, cacao.
Right?
Yeah,
cacao. So you say it. He then said he asked Drew what was really inside the packages, and he said, don't worry about it. Just keep loading the boat.
It's cacao.
It's cacao. Don't sweat it. You don't know what that is either, so don't worry about it. I just said, what the fuck is it? And he said, let's just get it on.
Yeah.
Let's just get it on the boat. They began driving back to the shore when Draper spotted another boat, and Drew told him to just keep an eye on it. He said, quote, just keep driving, keep going back to Brunswick. So this guy said, I shit myself. At first I thought we were going to get robbed by pirates.
Yeah.
He didn't think he was hoping it was the Navy.
Yeah.
Because at least the Navy's not going to kill you, probably.
Yeah. I'd rather it be them.
Yeah, so he's pants full of shit here.
Yeah.
And he said the pair realized shortly that it was a Royal Australian Navy vessel that had, quote, got us, and they decided to dump the packages. He said border patrols were chasing us and we threw them overboard. So, yeah, the court also heard that they dumped their phones and a radio into the water just before a Queensland police boat reached them. The court previously heard the Navy retrieve nearly 600 kilos of cocaine from the water, with more packages washing up on the shore. The court was told Mr. Draper's currently in custody, but before he was convicted for his role, he agreed to give evidence against the two brothers. So he flipped.
Yeah.
He's the flipper. He's just there for 10 grand. Under cross-examination, he told the court that he had written letters to Drew while in jail saying, quote, I'm sorry I tricked you.
Oh?
I don't know how that works. He tricked Drew. The court heard he also wrote a letter to the brothers' parents. He said, I wrote it for Drew. I wrote the letter just for his mother and father so they wouldn't feel so bad that it was him. So he's in one letter, he wrote, I quote, I want to fix this up and tell the cops the truth that you thought it was tobacco. Yeah, right.
Okay.
Okay, anyone on a boat meeting another boat with fucking parcels on it in the middle of the ocean, that is not tobacco.
100%
Unless it's like a Seminole tribe or something. It's not tobacco, okay? It's just not.
It's amazing.
Wow. Mr. Draper told the court he had not been coping well in jail, and in one letter he said, I have to get out by any means possible. He said, I'm thinking about talking to the AFP to get a discount on sentencing. So they're trying to say that he's lying.
Uh-huh.
But to me, the most he could be lying about is he's more involved than he said he was.
Right.
But Drew and Nathan are still just as involved. they're still the guys. You know what I mean?
Tobacco,
Drew thought it was tobacco.
That's
is what
so
he's saying.
funny.
Yeah, that's crazy. Now, March 21st, 2021, trial of Olympian and brother may be aborted over jury safety concerns.
Oh?
This is a big operation. It's not just these three guys. There's guys with guns and shit involved here with this kind of product.
Yeah.
So the trial involving an Olympic kayaker and his brother accused of trying to bring $200 million worth of cocaine in the country may be aborted after a juror claimed they were followed from the court and through a Brisbane train station by someone who had been in the public gallery.
Okay.
This seems a little stretchy to cancel the goddamn. You can put a fucking alternate in there and watch the jurors. I don't know, sequester them, I guess. So, yeah, they're on trial. It began Thursday, March 18th, and was scheduled to go to the middle of next week. But the jury concerns and also, at the time, COVID cases had spiked in Brisbane could derail those plans. The judge said the concerns were sparked by while Anthony Draper, the third, that's the boat driver, the third person accused in the case who pleaded guilty, gave evidence against the Baggaleys. They said during the evidence of Mr. Draper, there was a concern that there was a group of young men in the gallery who were staring at the jury for extended periods, and that at least some of the jury felt the intensity of their stares.
Intimidating them. Yeah.
They were eye-fucking the jury like they did in The Wire when they bring in a whole bunch of people, or in an old mob case when they do that. It's the same shit. That is wild. So they said, secondly, one of the jurors felt they were followed on Wednesday evening when they were walking to the Roma Street train station. They said, despite changing course, that juror felt that one of those persons was undertaking the same course that they were and that they believed they were being followed. They said, as I understand it, those concerns were shared among the jury. It's clear that this is an open court and people can come and go. If people are staring at jurors, that's a concern, and I will be more vigilant, and so will be the bailiff.
For sure.
Yeah, I got to come over and fucking clock that guy in the head. What are you staring at? But what if it's just she's hot?
Whatever. Yeah.
I mean, don't beat me. She's hot. Juror number 7 is fucking smoke show. What do you want?
Can't stop looking. Yeah.
Can't stop looking. They said, we can't know who these people were associated with. This is the judge. They could have had something to do with this case. They could have nothing to do with this case. They could have something to do with someone who has given evidence. So you can't make assumptions about why they were staring or who they were associated with. On the first day, I said how important it was that you brought a completely impartial mind to bear on this case. If for any reason any of you feel that because of what has occurred you can't be completely impartial and be seen to be completely impartial, I would like you to write me a note. So the jury was sent home early on Friday and would have the weekend to consider whether they could be impartial.
Okay.
Just ponder that for a couple
Sit around
days.
and think about that for 48 hours?
Apparently so.
Yeah.
Depending on how many of the jurors returned on Monday and told Justice Lyons they could not be impartial anymore, the trial might be aborted and a new trial with another jury held later in the year.
Right.
Okay, wow. Instead, on March 29, 2001, 3 people described only as young men have been identified and banned from the Brisbane Supreme and District Court building after the jury involved in the Baggaley brothers trial claimed those men were staring at them for long periods of time.
Oh.
So they figured out who it was. One of the men who came into the public gallery last week was also accused of following a juror from the courthouse to the train station. So that is not good. Yeah, I guess there was a risk the jury would be discharged on the Monday, but they came back and they were fine. The investigation of the identity of the 3 young men in the public gallery gathered speed at the weekend, and by Monday they had been identified. Justice Lyons confirmed with the legal counsels involved Monday that there had been no applications made to discharge the jury. So no juror said they can't be impartial. Okay. He said the safety concerns that were raised have been looked at and the investigation is ongoing, and we don't know why the persons who were thought to be staring were here. If they do come in the courthouse again, they will not be allowed to enter the court building. So those 3 persons have been identified and will not be allowed back in the building. You should feel content that these arrangements are made. It's a very mob boss thing to say. You should feel happy that I've done this for you.
You're welcome.
So you're welcome for that, by the way. The jury safety concerns were sparked by the Anthony Draper whole deal here. The group of young men and people being followed and all that kind of shit. Now, April 1st, 2001, here it's going to be verdict time here. They are both found guilty.
Okay.
By the way, they showed footage captured by authorities in the air and on water, showed the men in a dramatic high-sea chase and Drew throwing dozens of bundles overboard before finally being apprehended. That is fucking hilarious. That's so funny. So anyway, they pled not guilty, but they're found guilty. Nathan said about the boat, quote, this is amazing. He said that he purchased the boat with money given to him by Drew, but he was told he only was buying the boat because he thought it was going to be used to start a whale watching business. Oh my God! Where they serve orange juice on the boat, full of steroids. His excuses
and from time to time,
asinine.
on board a shipment of tobacco. We don't know.
You never know. Some smoko. Who knows? This is goddamn ridiculous. What an idiot. a whale watching business. He said, I had no suspicions whatsoever that it was going to be used for anything like this.
Wow.
I had no idea any of this was going on.
What a dum-dum.
I was waiting at the shore. So when they pulled up with hundreds of kilos of coke, you wouldn't have noticed that? You would have said, wow, did the whales give you that?
Right.
Is that what you said? Was that whale food you loaded up to take out there to chum the waters? He also denied using an encrypted messaging application to contact his brother while he was out at sea. Drew told the court that Draper was the orchestrator of the plan, and he only thought it was involving importing tobacco. He told the court he was only supposed to organize the purchase of the boat with money from Draper and had been, not even from Nathan, and had been physically forced to help him. Physically. After he agreed to navigate the boat out of the Brunswick River, he said, this guy has just turned on me. It's just, we were going out looking for whales, and dude, the next thing you know, man, it was crazy.
It's
there was
all
coke
just coke.
everywhere.
It's so much coke. I was just panicked.
He said, I went flying backwards, and he just kept going straight out to sea. He goes, you're coming with me whether you like it or not. What? Dude, these two brothers have the dumbest, worst excuses of all fucking time. Imagine the shit they got away with their parents when they were kids.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. It was the whales.
It was the whales. These excuses had to have worked on somebody at some point.
At some level, yeah.
This is horrible, man. Jesus, you're going with me whether you like it or not. Drew told the court that Draper threatened that if he did not help him, his family was dead. I'll kill your whole family. The court also heard Draper agreed to testify, tell all the shit we said too. So there is a letter here from Draper that's to Drew. Remember he said he was trying to help Drew by writing him letters? Yeah. This is, and it's in his handwriting, so excuse me if it'll take me a second to read some of the words. Hey, Drew, how are you? Isn't this letter with the trolley boys sealed so the screws won't read it, the guards?
Right.
It's now a month gone by since we were arrested. I'm not handling jail very well, and I have to eat out and I have to get out by any means possible. Fuck, ! It's fucked. How do you do jail? He spells jail Gaol.
What?
That's
jail. Not jail?
Every other word is spelled normal. I'm thinking about talking to the AFP to get a discount on sentencing. I know you were tricked and you didn't know it was coke we were picking up, and I something for you a lot. Sorry for everything, but I can't do jail anymore. My health isn't good and I'm not coping. I reckon I'm going to talk to the AFP, whatever. I have to get out of jail and this mess. It's fucked up in here. Same shit every day. Fights, standover shit, and junkies. Can you send me a letter when you can? Hang in there, mate. You'll be fine. The truth will come out for you in the end. Your mate, Draper. Which couldn't sound more like the police won't read this letter, right, I'm sure. Yeah. This couldn't sound more like this is everything we want to be said. Okay, now it can finally be revealed. Apparently it wasn't revealed until this. It was sealed, their other conviction. The brothers had previously been convicted over their involvement in the scheme to produce the 2CB. So that ended up being convicted and all that kind of shit. He had pled guilty, and they were both sentenced to more than 2 years in jail for that.
Oh.
So that comes out at that point. Okay, July 27th, 2021. Here we go. It is sentencing time. They have been found guilty of attempting to import a commercial quantity of a border-controlled drug and all of this type of shit. They heard everything. They've heard about the ridiculous naval shit. They've seen it on video. It's terrible. It doesn't look good at all. Drew insists that the dozens of packages, he insists he thought they contained tobacco.
Really?
And Nathan said he didn't even know there was tobacco coming. He didn't know anything.
I didn't know anything.
He thought he was He thought he was in the whale watching business, and the next thing you know, he's getting cuffed. That's what he said. He knows nothing. So the judge here rejected the brothers' claims and sentencing them on the basis that Drew Baggaley was a principal organizer of the operation and that his brother was actively involved on the day the two men went to sea and was set to be rewarded substantially for his role. During a sentencing hearing, the prosecutor told the court that the men came from a stable background and had been motivated by greed. Yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah, and the opportunity to pay off a bunch of loans.
Yeah, totally. Dude, if you have the, like, stick-to-itness and the fucking, like, ferocity to become an Olympian, you can do anything.
Yeah.
You can literally do anything if you can do that. You should be able to do anything. I'll put it that way.
And any business should be very easy.
You should be able to figure it out and make something happen. So, well, they were. They had a good cocaine business. Yeah. That's the business they chose. It's the wrong business. So he said both of them had the capability to achieve. Both of them had setbacks of various types, but neither of them were in the grips of addiction. Right. That's the other thing. So neither of you were hooked on coke. That would be a mitigator for me if you were trying to keep up your coke habit. Ultimately, their involvement was to make a very large sum of money. They both have extensive criminal histories, as we've discussed in the last hour and a half, in all of the drugs and everything like that. Both have served time in prison over drug-related offenses. So they said Drew has spent more than 11 of the last 14 years in jail.
Wow.
And when he wasn't in jail, he was importing massive amounts of cocaine,
Huge
pretty much.
Amounts of cocaine.
Holy shit. Now, lawyers for both men told the court that they each suffered mental health issues as well, including a long-term depressive disorder for Nathan Baggaley. You know, for fucking his life up beyond recognition.
Disaster time,
What did Ellsworth say on Deadwood? Flattered and hammered shit is what he's done here. Drew is sentenced to, you, sir, may fuck off 28 years in prison.
Holy fuck.
With a non-parole period of 16 years.
I thought it was tobacco?
I thought it was tobacco is not a good excuse. Hey, future Australian drug importers, I thought it was tobacco doesn't work.
It's not going to fly, guys.
That's not going to fly. And then our guy, Nathan here, he is sentenced to, you, sir, may fuck off 25 years in prison.
Holy shit.
And will be eligible for parole after 12 years. He's going to be almost 50 when he gets out.
He's going to do it again, right?
This is all he does.
That's all he knows how to do.
And I assume in prison he's just going to make more contacts with more drug people. And what else do you do? If you are that good at this, where that's not the first shipment they got, they must have been doing well. Yeah. So if you're good at it like that, what else do you do?
He's back at it in 12 years.
If we stop doing the podcast, you pick up a mic and you go on stage and you go do fucking sets. That's what I do. That's what I mean. I'd be doing that. That's what you do. Like that. So that's what the hell they got.
Holy shit.
It's sad. So they're fucked. Not sad. These guys are idiots.
I'm saying
they're pathetic.
Yeah,
they're
morons.
Idiots.
Yeah.
So the judge said it was important that their sentence would signal plainly to people that their offending is serious and that their punishment acts as a deterrent to others. Yeah. He said to make it clear that actions of this nature will receive quite substantial penalties. Mm-hmm. And the judge also said she accepted that neither of them were at, quote, the apex of drug distribution hierarchy, but that both played an important role, and said your motivation was clearly for financial gain.
They're not at the apex, but they're right in the midst of it all.
They're right in the asshole of it.
$200 million of cocaine is certainly apex.
That's a lot. It seems like a lot.
You're close to it.
Wow. Now, Nathan, he goes to the Court of Appeal, and now he's representing himself.
Nice.
He has turned into a full-fledged crime and sports lunatic. I never thought we'd get this much crazy out of a canoeer. You know what I mean?
Man. Nice job.
Kayaker.
Yeah.
He is accusing his legal team of incompetence by not passing on his appeal instructions correctly to the main lawyer, apparently. He said, for the past 10 months, arguments that I wanted to proceed were not advanced. He argued that 3 phones he was found with did not prove he was behind the encrypted account labeled, quote, Thunderbutt. I am not Thunderbutt, is what he said. Thunderbutt.
Holy shit. Yeah.
Thunderbutt. That is amazing.
What was the name of the thing? Is it Thunder Gun from It's Always Sunny?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think it is. Oh, it was, shit.
Is it Thunder Gun? It's Thunder Gun.
Is it? I don't even fucking remember now. Thunderbutt.
That's pretty good.
I am not Thunderbutt, Your Honor, is what he had to say in court. This is the account that communicated with Drew and Draper mid-voyage.
Yeah.
He said he unlocked the first phone for police, and it did not have encrypted messaging apps Wicker or Threema, which had been used to orchestrate the drug plot. Nathan also unlocked a second phone, but said he couldn't open Wicker or Threema. Couldn't open it. However, he said this phone was not used in the crime because it was found to have not been used for months. A third phone, an encrypted cipher phone, and ciphers with a capital, so I assume that's a brand, was not unlocked for police, but Nathan claimed that phone could, quote, could not make calls, make text messages, or download other apps such as Wicker or Threema. Then what the fuck was it for?
Right.
You can't download apps, make calls, or text. What can you do with it?
What do you do with that phone?
So it's a camera?
Yeah.
Is this a camera, you said? It's a Nikon? It's not even a phone?
Is that how you listen to the radio in every country?
Right? That's it? Oh, Jesus. A fourth phone police believe might have been linked to Thunderbutt has never been found. Police allege Nathan could have disposed of it before he was searched. Yeah, he's by the water, so he probably threw it in there. He said, I was under constant police surveillance from the moment I was in Brunswick Heads until the moment I was searched, and at no time was I ever seen disposing of anything. He said, when I was searched, I was found not to have that phone. I did not have that phone because it was never me communicating with the boat. Now, in a response, the prosecutor said that a phone was pinging off a tower in Brunswick Head on the morning Nathan was found near the boat ramp where Drew and Draper were meant to return. She said the phone could have already been disposed of in the area and could still ping off the nearby cell towers. So he could have dumped it before. So they're going to deliver that here. June 18th, 2024. A date has been set for them to stand trial again. So apparently the appeal went through and they're going to stand trial here.
Okay.
Because this is 2024. The brothers had been sentenced. Both men have since won appeals over their convictions, with the Court of Appeal ordering retrials. He's on a boat throwing cocaine into the ocean.
I want an appeal.
What the fuck is happening over there, guys?
I didn't know you guys
What are
were
you
taking
doing?
all this tobacco so seriously.
Wow, this is fucking wild. So during a brief review of their cases, they did a new trial date here. Nathan Baggaley's lawyer said that the further pretrial hearing would be a substantive matter, and the latest developments follow Drew's bail application in the Supreme Court being rejected. Despite offers of a $50,000 surety, Supreme Court Justice Melanie Hinman found that Drew was a potential flight risk. Yeah, he'll get on a boat. And would risk breaching his bail conditions if released. The court was told Drew was also facing fresh charges related to allegations he possessed a contraband mobile phone and flushed it down his cell's toilet.
Okay.
That's a goddamn good toilet if it can take a phone. He has indicated he will fight those charges as well. They can't take any responsibility.
None.
Drew and Nathan's charges of attempting to import the drugs here, that was in 2018. Nathan is alleged to have purchased an inflatable dinghy, fitting it out with $10,000 worth of equipment, communicating with his brother over an encrypted phone using the alias Thunderbutt. Now, it also alleges the dumping in the ocean, yada, yada. Okay, now, in an appeal, Drew's counsel argued a miscarriage of justice occurred due to the trial counsel's failure to adduce evidence relating to Drew's alleged ownership of a phone. The court was told Drew believed the packets contained tobacco. The judge addressed this during the recent bail application and how it was a vital part of the evidence. He said the applicant will give evidence at trial, among other things, that he thought parcels contained tobacco, didn't know it was cocaine, the relevant phone was not his, and he's not the primary instigator of the importation plot. He was dragged out there.
Yeah.
Now, October 17th, 2024, Nathan is going to plead guilty to 1 count of attempting to import a commercial quantity of drugs. He pleads guilty, and so does Drew. Same charge. So they probably got a lesser sentence, basically. Yeah. The judge said they're going to find they need to have attorneys available for a sentencing hearing here. So they are returned to custody ahead of sentencing, though. Now, the November 4th, oh, by the way, that was why Drew's was thrown out. Nathan's appeal was passed through and affirmed because, not affirmed, it was overturned because it was the conviction was unsound as the jury was not properly instructed to avoid its guilty verdict from being dependent on his brother being found guilty first.
Oh.
Okay. Either way, he's guilty now because he's fucking pled guilty. So this is the crazy part. They're resentenced again here. Oh, man. They're going to be sentenced first, as you remember, 25 years in jail and 28 years in jail.
Yeah.
This time they are resentenced, and they said the court was now unable to prove whether either brother positively knew they were involved in the importation of cocaine specifically. However, the brothers ultimately accepted their role in the failed drug plot by pleading guilty to the charge. So they are going to, by the way, the packages were 30 packages measuring 50 centimeters long, 30 centimeters wide, 25 centimeters high, wrapped in plastic bags.
Seems big.
Bricks of Coke. Yeah. Big bricks of Coke. You've seen them. Square groupers, as they called them in Florida. So, yeah, they talked about how they picked them out one by one and sentenced to flee and all this shit. So, Draper, by the way, was sentenced to 13 years in jail for this. Now, while this is happening, they are going to be sentenced again now, obviously. Their sentencing is going to come through much different than before. We'll put it that way. Okay. Nathan's role, this is what the state or the fucking island or the head kangaroo or emu or whatever the fuck said.
The region?
They accepted that Nathan did not know Draper.
Oh?
And said Nathan's role is succinct in the sense that he was on standby on shore and was involved in a short period of time. It was his boat, I thought.
Right.
They said Drew's lawyer told the court that his client since pleaded guilty to profoundly different allegations made against him by the Crown, and earlier sentencing remarks are irrelevant. He said that his client had a reckless state of mind for a period of 2 days for the criminality of involvement. He just lost his mind for a couple days, decided to import $200 million worth of cocaine. I got to watch myself to make sure I don't do that every once in a while. I just lose my mind. I'm like, I'm going to import hundreds of millions of dollars worth of cocaine. I think I should do that. He said his client should serve a head sentence of 15 years, but be granted immediate parole as of Monday, allowing Drew the opportunity to apply through the correct channels.
Okay.
Nathan's lawyer said his client should receive a similar head sentence to that imposed on Draper, which was 13 years. So the judge ordered both brothers to be eligible for parole on Monday after they've each served 1,969 days and 2,787 days, respectively.
6 years?
Yeah, basically. So they said that the judge said he accepted the submission that the facts are profoundly different compared to the brothers' 2021 hearing, and said the size of the importation nonetheless is a very relevant factor in his sentencing. So buckle up. We'll have an update soon, I'm sure. If they're both out on the street, I assume. Now, I can't find, there's no memorabilia. There's no, signed oar on eBay or anything.
Not a lot of boats. Not
no
stolen one out there
signed kayak or anything like that. There also is no Nathan Baggaleys at all.
Wow.
None. No mistaken identities, which is one of the first times that's ever
Amazing.
happened. And there's no net worth, but anywhere from 0 to 500 million, depending on the day, would be his net worth. We don't know.
He's got a shitload of coke on him.
Never know. So There you go, everybody. There is an Australian canoeer.
How did he do it?
And how is he such a fuck up?
Yeah.
We've had huge fuck up guys that we've done, and there's not this much fucking up in it.
Unbelievable.
He is at the king shit of fuck up mountain.
Kidding.
This guy is.
Wow.
He is a mess. So there you go. If you like this show, and you know what, for Christmas, do it for us.
For Christmas, tell everyone.
Yeah, get on whatever app you're on. Give us 5 stars. It helps so much. And so thank you for doing that.
Merry
Make
Christmas.
that your hear jingle bells as you do that and going off in your ears. Also, follow us on social media at Crime and Sports on Facebook or wherever the fuck we are there. Do that. Find us there. Definitely head over to shutupandgivememurder.com. Get your tickets for live shows. Small Town Murder live shows are all on sale for 2026. Right. There's a bunch. I'm going to read off the cities quick because we have a lot of shared listeners. We kick it all off in February 21st in Nashville. So get there. That is Jimmie's birthday weekend.
Sure
so come
is,
help us celebrate that. Then we're Durham, Atlanta. We have a Small Town Murder and a Your Stupid Opinion show in Phoenix on March 20th and 21st. Salt Lake City, that's sold out already. Never mind that one.
Yeah.
Denver, then Buffalo. That is close to sold out, Buffalo. If you want to go to Buffalo, get your tickets.
Amazing.
Royal Oak, Milwaukee, Minneapolis, Dallas, San Jose, Sacramento, Tarrytown, New York, and then Boston, as we like to shut that year down with Boston. Always fun to be in the fall and winter in
Pretty
Boston.
amazing.
Dig it there. So come and check out a show. Shutupandgivememurder.com. Then you got to get yourself some Patreon.
Oh, boy, do you.
Patreon.com/crimeinsports is where you get all of the bonus materials. Anybody $5 a month or above, you are going to get everything. You're going to get everything, hundreds of bonus episodes immediately upon subscription you've never heard before. Half Small Town Murder, half Crime and Sports. You get them all. And then you're going to get new ones every other week. One Crime and Sports, one Small Town Murder. This week, it's Christmas. I haven't figured out what the Crime and Sports Patreon is going to be. It's going to be in 2 weeks. But the Small Town Murder one is going to be old-timey crimes because it's been a long time. And I get so many requests for more old-timey crimes. So that's what we'll give you for Christmas or for the new year. So do that. And then on top of that, you also get all the shows we put out, Crime and Sports, Your Stupid Opinions, and Small Town Murder, all ad-free. Ad-free with your Patreon. And you get a shout out at the end of the show, which happens to be right now. Jimmie, hit me with the names of the most wonderful, wonderful people who are just sitting around a fire right now, roasting marshmallows. Tell me all about them right fucking now.
This week's executive producer are Ashley Williams, Cindy Morante, Liz Vasquez, Peyton Meadows, Gary Howard is in King Hill, Idaho. How about that?
Gary, that's far. A trip for you, Gary. Be careful, bud. I saw he was driving in the snow the same night I was driving in the snow. I thought that was funny. I saw
Probably
a thing. I was
back
like, look
last
at that.
year.
Terrible shit.
Yeah, Tiffany Gonzalez, Sanja. Remember him?
Monj.
I don't know.
I love Monj.
8 years later,
so
I
long.
still don't know how to pronounce his name.
Yeah, he's one of our first patrons ever.
Yeah.
He really is.
Talena Jensen. I know Talena. Dorothy Katz, Janice Hill,
Thank you.
and Robin Balda. Thank you all so much for what you're doing.
Thank you.
Other producers this week are Ryan Bender, Happy Hour in Jeffersonville, Ohio.
Oh, boy.
Yikes, the poor bastard. Nicole with no last name. Dolores Barfield. Jessica Mascareñas.
Stephen King novel, Dolores Barfield.
Is that a person?
No, it's Claiborne.
Oh, okay. Zach Fisher.
Stephen.
Andrew
Don't make literary references to Jimmie.
No, don't do that. I'll go, what are they?
Of any kind, even
they write?
pop culture. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I've got Andrea Borer, MK, Valerie Kinsella, Joe Bob, Bo Diddley, Flavor Aid McGee, whatever that means.
Wow.
Jeffrey Jones, Liam Poza, Marty Johnson, Sarah Greentree, Tiffany Hayes, Heather Little, Scott Whitla, Val Doggy Dog. Dog. Get it?
Yeah.
Because it's Snoop. You do the doggy dog. All right. Jay Slam, David Colander. Angie Griggs Bridgeman. Richard Woolley, Taryn Barker, Mary Bertram, Ava Laterman, Mel with no last name, Grace with no last name, Kimberly Valdueza, Joe Portman, Sean Lauer, Kristen Day, Beatriz Rojas, Lindsay Doe, Hanuik, Dowhunu, all right. Jenny Beach, what is this? Miranalika Singh-Dev, I think, maybe not.
Wow.
Jax Lubeck.
So. That would be amazing.
That'd be the most incredible.
He's psyched for you.
Incredible
He's so proud.
thing to happen today.
He's so proud of you, honestly.
Amanda Herbert, Amanda Briss, Amanda Bree, perhaps, Keith Maggart, Frank with no last name, Anna Butenhoff, whatever that is, Kate MTC, Arena with no last name, and this is where it's going to get weird, and I'll tell you why. Bridger White, Adam Wolf, Emily Mace, Tiffany Albright, perhaps, Tim Crone, Philip Arena. There's never been Arena in this ever, and I've got several. So I imagine they are all related.
I hope so.
Ben
Thank
with
you,
no
family.
last name.
Family Arena.
Yeah,
we love you.
yeah. Ty B, Era Colbooch, Ash Maynard, Jillian Arena. There's another Arena.
Oh,
Katie with no last name. Ben with no last name. Ty Wood, Anne-Marie Schultz, Jesse Rose, Brooks Friedland, Shelby Patrick, Lauren Husky, KJ, Johnny O'Mara, Shannon Anderson, Baca Cruise.
Basketball player?
Perhaps. Ashley Marshall. I don't know. Morgan with no last name. Regina Phalange. What? Like the fingers, right? Those are phalanges? Yeah. So. This is with the PH, though, so perhaps not. Donna Dornbose. April Young. Christopher Leopardi. Rachel Bramer. Anna with no last name. Beth Sparrow Linderborg. Marin with no last name. Bob Van Westenberg. Jay with no last name. Tony Dodson. Ben Follett. Justine with no last name. Josh Oakes. Justine Marie, 0 stars if I could. Jared Simmons, Krista Ziembo, Caitlin Newhart, Erica Stevens, Liv with no last name, Jen with no last name, Anna Caballero, I believe, is that cowboy? What is Caballero? Boot? It's something. It's Spanish for something Western.
It's a great skater back in the day, Steve. He was awesome.
Caballero? Yeah. And then,
and
then there was Richie.
The dragon on the board.
Max is the lead singer of Soulfly. But that's Cavallero. Cavalera.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I don't know.
Doesn't
relate.
relate.
Soulfly's lead singer at all.
Sepultura.
Gun to my head.
Yeah. Chris Coates, Cassandra Griffin, Monster Cock McGillicuddy, Torian Britt. I said that. Roger with no last name.
Motherfucker with a big ass dick.
That's a huge one. Stephanie Dalton, Glenn Kading, Joanne with no last name, Judd with no last name, Jimmy Anuzawiski, Alexandra McCogan, Jill Alder, Tennille Witten, Marissa with no last name, Marlisa with no last name, Jewel with no last name, Noelle Royer, and all of our patrons. You guys are the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Unreal.
You wonderful, fantastic bastards. Thank you for all you've done for us all year long and for the next year and just for the last almost 10 years.
You're amazing.
As we said, the 500th episode is coming up, which will coincide roughly with our 10-year anniversary of doing this show. Yeah. So we're going to do a really good episode and a really fun one, somebody that people have heard of. And
Great.
We'll do one of those. It's going to be a good time. And just thank you for all you've done for us forever. Hope you have a good week. Spend time with your families, whether you're a Christmas person or not.
Right.
Still spend time with your family because you'll probably have it off anyway. This is
And
great.
they're over there anyway.
Yeah, you should love. When I was a kid, I loved Jewish holidays. I got them off. I didn't know what was going on, but I loved them. Same thing I would think everybody would think for Christmas. If you don't celebrate it, you get it off. Fuck it. Hang out with the family. Have fun. And come back and see us next week. Merry Christmas, everybody. And live from the Crime and Sports Studios, we'll see you next week.
Bye.